So this will probably be my final Wakanda Forever video, mostly because I'm tired of talking about it and it's not really a movie that's worth all this attention. But damn it, this is something that needs to be said. Let's discuss. Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
So I came across this article from Vulture that asked a very simple question. Why is it so hard to say that Wakanda Forever isn't good? It's actually not so much an article as it is a link to a podcast where they apparently have a discussion about this very topic. So I'm definitely not giving any credit to the Shills over at Vulture on this one. It should also be noted that this little mini advertisement for this podcast begins with excuses being made for this film, and they talk about how difficult it was to pull everything off given what they had to deal with while creating this movie. In reality, it shouldn't have been all that difficult.
Stop being a bitch and come on!
So in this brief article, it talks about how Intuit podcast host Sam Sanders felt uneasy about sharing his opinion about this movie, which is that it doesn't quite hit for him. Truthfully speaking, I know a lot of other people from a lot of different backgrounds who actually share a similar train of thought. With a movie this big and how quote-unquote culturally significant it is, there are always going to be people who are going to be desperate to defend it. So much so that they will try to ridicule, harass, or even bully people who do not agree with them.
Let's gut the freaking nerd.
Or in my case, try to label me and turn me into something that I'm not. You see, I'm the type of person who does not give a fuck how other people perceive his opinion, mostly because half the time these people don't truly try to even understand what my point actually is. Or they don't even watch the video at all and simply jump to a conclusion about me or my content.
Fuck me, right?
You can't take someone like me and group them in with these other creators who say and do things just for hate clicks. That's never really been my MO. Honesty has been my hook from the very beginning, and people are just now starting to appreciate it. Because I refuse to toe the line and bite my tongue for fear of backlash. Because frankly, backlash happens all the time on the internet, and it really amounts to nothing, and it's not something that you should be concerned with.
I don't give a fuck.
People on the internet are emotional, erratic, and illogical, and you have to take what a lot of these trolls say with a very small grain of salt. People who understand my process when making a video know that I'm not just saying things to be edgy. There's things that I like, and there's things that I don't like. And if I make a video, it's because I feel like I have something interesting to say about that movie or that topic. And I believe that my point will always be well thought out and planned, because that's how I approach every situation.
That makes sense.
But what people do when you are brutally honest is start throwing around terms like hate or racism to try to deflect attention away from the very valid criticism that you are putting forward. Probably because they feel insecure about their own thoughts on the movie. And yes, we have to remember that at the end of the day, this is just a movie. And yes, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And more important than anything else, absolutely nothing is above criticism.
Goddamn right, that's the only way I work, Cap.
Over my time on YouTube, I've been called racist, misogynist, and homophobic all over movie opinions. And this is coming from both people I've never met in my life, as well as people that I actually know from my past that are no longer in my life, and apparently for good reason. We need to get away from this ideology that a person's opinion on a movie somehow defines them either from a political or social standpoint. When I shit all over these movies, it's because I know these companies are capable of doing much better and they just choose not to.
Put some effort into it!
Why? Because they know people will watch it and defend it no matter what. That's why people aren't allowed to give their honest opinions anymore for fear of being ridiculed for it. Now you can either be swayed by that and lie to yourself and your audience in the process, and put out tired reviews that all sound the same and are praising mediocrity, or you can address the real problems. Be critical when it's deserved and don't be afraid to upset a few people in the process.
But the boys will feel better.
Fuck their feelings.
The truth is that you have nothing to prove to these fucking idiots on the internet, who have nothing to offer as it pertains to healthy film discussion. And if there's one thing that I've learned in my time on this platform, it's that these insecure people will always find something to take issue with in your videos, no matter how level-headed and articulate they might be. So you might as well just say whatever the fuck you want. And that's the philosophy I now live by whenever I'm talking about movies. Because I care about the art form too much to see it diminished by this culture war bullshit.
So I strongly suggest that you wake the fuck up.
Y'all be cool. Right on.